Folded by the landscape she loved, the Queen has lain in the ballroom of Balmoral since her death. But soon her journey must begin away from the place she loved most on earth. Tomorrow her coffin will travel from Balmoral Castle to Edinburgh and the Palace of Holyrood House. Staff there will be able to pay their respects. So in the Scottish capital today, they are preparing for what comes next. On Monday, a procession along the Royal Mile, accompanying the coffin to St Giles's Cathedral for a service and later a vigil around the Queen's coffin, attended by all of her children. There, she will lie at rest for 24 hours, Scotland's chance to say goodbye. Just as her eldest son did yesterday, the Queen then heads south. Tuesday will see the Queen taken from Edinburgh to London, first to RAF Northolt, then on to Buckingham Palace. From her home of 7 decades, the coffin will follow a route so familiar to all of her 15 prime ministers. On Wednesday, travelling from Buckingham Palace to the Palace of Westminster. There, she will lie in state for 4 days. Like her grandfather and her mother here before her, the Queen will rest beneath her flag in the vast expanse of Westminster Hall. In 2002, 200,000 people queued for hours for their moment to mourn.
If the crowd today are anything to go by, there's going to be far more in excess of that. I mean, this is a moment in history. There has never been a monarch on the throne in Britain for so long. And so this will be history in the making.
On Monday, 19th of September, Westminster Abbey will stage her state funeral, beginning at 11. Britain's grateful goodbye.
16 years ago, he walked behind this same gun carriage with his 3 brothers.
7 long decades after she mourned her father, George VI, with thousands of others on a bitter winter's day. The same pomp and splendour afforded to her first Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, in 1965. This was the last time the nation mourned with a full state funeral, the young Queen breaking protocol to be present, just as so many will want to be there for her.
It's been rehearsed over and over again, which is why I think we will be in for a very moving and magnificent few days ahead.
Finally, on Monday, the coffin will be taken by road to Windsor for a committal service at St George's Chapel. The setting for Prince Philip's starkly simple service. Who can forget how our late Queen sat there alone to mourn him? And it will be there, in a private burial, that they'll be reunited, after a lifetime of service, in death, together again.